Hello, my fabulous Virgos. Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. Welcome, welcome. I'm Sarah, and I will be doing a reading for you for the lunar phase coming up in the new moon in Aries. Also happening at the same time is a partial solar eclipse. So there's going to be a brief period of darkness that we're going to go through that's going to give us an opportunity to connect with our feelings of depletion that challenge us to actualize that work that we do with contrary energies. So trying to stay, keep our energy up in a time of depletedness is, it's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So you may want to work on letting go of things that no longer serve you. This is a really great time for that in order to make room for the new things that you want to have around. So with that, let's get into this reading. We're going to check in with some oracle cards here. We have the Abandoned Oracle, Deviant Moon, Ooh, we have, I just pulled this card for Taurus, but here we have it now in reverse. So no surprise, which is kind of the name of Virgo's game on some level. We like everything planned out and details sorted, all of that fun stuff. So good times when we know what to expect. And, it kind of, some people might find that boring on some level. Others really find joy in planning and having a carefully executed plan. It, that type of energy also makes the world go round. So with that, let's get into this reading for you all. All right, so here we go. We have the Star wanting to come out in reverse. Let's just leave it at that. So really, there could be a lack of balance with your give and take. This could also be, just a period of not really feeling good about yourself on some level. So there's like, maybe you hope to have had some plans work out a certain way, or, you hoped things might have been different for you up until now. But either way, like with these feelings that are sort of centered in sort of a lack of hope, it's no surprise. And maybe like you're going to have to move without hope, or you're going to have to really dig deep and find that sort of critical hope that gets people through the worst and toughest situation if you're really struggling at this time. There's all kinds of reasons why you may be struggling to balance your give and take. You may have way too much on your plate. Outside circumstances with people in your circle may be overwhelming to you. Lots going on. Spiritual guidance, though, is crossing this concern. So seeking an appropriate and effective guide who will help you to stay accountable to yourself, help you to get yourself on point and activated in action holistically, like on a spiritual level, taking care of all of your aspects of self, body, mind, spirit, emotions. So this could also be some type of contract that you sign up for as well. And this is Taurus energy. So just making some type of commitment with a Taurus might be also what you're looking at. We have the Emperor here. So Aries coming through. We have the moon in Aries. This very well could be the moon. This also could be, you know, a greater power looking over us. But I feel like this is a person. This could be you, or just somebody who really sees your potential, what you have to offer in the grand scheme of things, that there's a place for you in the system of, could be local, municipality, it could be anything, in some type of system, in some type of community-centered system. It could also be like, this also makes me think of, you know, the ecosystem and morale of a corporation, or it could be a social justice group. It could be a spiritual group, but either way, there is a leader who sees that you have something to offer, or that you're meant to be leading in a type of, like in the operations of a system, like systems management type of work or involvement. And within, you're not, despite, you know, feeling like there's a lack of hope, like maybe you're never, like sort of like eight of swords type of energy with the star reversed, there really is no serious internal conflict that's occurring. So anything that you might be experiencing just might be blockages. It could be access needs if you're subconsciously feeling like you're stuck on some type of plateau or trapped, like within that sort of Eight of Swords type of energy. So it's not a creative battle, because it sounds like you're still doing. It's just there's something that is causing you to feel like you are missing the mark. So let's switch this up. And we'll take a look at your past. We have the Four of Cups. So a period of indifference, a period of being closed off, may have been cold feelings associated with, but just cut off, almost like a hermit type of vibe. But it's for the purpose of forward movement, of getting ready to deal with any type of inner demons, emotional conflict you might be experiencing. It's also the type of energy that is kind of like a form of self-care. It's like numbing out so that you're not too conflicted and stuck in, say, the Five, for example. So this is what you're moving away from. This is what you're coming out of on some level. And then we have the Devil reversed. So it looks like you're coming out of a period of numbness. Could have even been like there's like this phrase called dry drunk that comes to mind, where you're just sort of stuck, not really altering your mood, but in a state where you're not really your authentic self either, and it could be tricky. But this is also relieving, feeling like you're not hungry anymore, like feeling those urges for overconsumption, or that trigger overconsumption or bondage to the self or any type of behavior. You're being released from that. That's powerful. Because this could also speak to a hope of not, of the, if you're feeling ill or just not healthy, spiritually healthy, physically healthy, it could be any kind, like whatever lack of balance with give and take. Like if there's too much giving, too much taking, if this, like this really, I feel like is what is going to trigger this star card to be moved back into the upright position. And then we have the Emperor again. So just this is, completely validating the first card. This is you moving forwards. And I feel like bringing in an element of protection into this Emperor type of energy. Having something, or like a loyal creature to protect yourself on some level. Even, with this wand, it's got like sort of honing in on that devil energy. It's like knowing that it's a necessary evil to have what you need in order to protect yourself in a way that's like realistic, I would say. So a system, I'd say being legit about it. We have the Hierophant and the Emperor, so everything is all about being legitimized and doing whatever it is that you need to do to maintain an effective balance of give and take. So that's protecting what folks might be taking from you, or it's also protecting where you're putting your energy into, like focusing on, say, a creature, for example, taking care of that's nurturing energy that you're giving into a cause that also has give back or take back, however way you want to see it. So your attitude is really like we're dealing with like a direct as above so below coming in to the self. That's amazing, especially with this new moon energy. This is a real renewal, like a really great renewal period. It is so on point. Like the cards are lining up identically. We have almost like a 3-3-3 type of energy where we have the 3 emperors with Aries. Like this is ruled by Aries. When you think of the new moon happening in Aries, lining up with this Aries ruled card, the Emperor, and again our attitude matching what is above. This is very powerful. So that's all to us, Virgo. It's great. So I'm like loving this. Time to shine, despite feeling like we're not. It's there, whether we see it or not. So we got the Queen of Coins, nurturing your money growth, and also those who you're responsible for. The little creatures, they could be 4-leggeds, they could be 2-leggeds. We are, feeding ourselves first. We got that lone wolf type of vibe. I would say that if this queen is reversed, this queen is feeding themselves and not the 4-leggeds or the little ones that they're responsible for. Vanity also comes into play when it comes to the Queen of Coins, and also even I would say the Queen of Wands when they're reversed. But nonetheless, this is a powerful being that is grounded, does a good job with their creative energy, with their career what's the word? Their career path and their goals. So they have that fiery energy as well, as you can see with this candle sitting on the table. So a good foundation to keep that fire burning. And I would say also that this queen, you know, people see you as taking care of yourself, taking care of your little ones. They might see that there's a bit of a balance, like literally this person is kind of taking more and not giving to the ones that are yearning for it. Maybe that's even nutritionally on some level. But nonetheless, there is plenty for nurturing. So others see you as, you know, doing what you need to do. And we'll move on to next world. So hopes, fears, and final outcome. Oh, that's so funny that we're talking about the candle lit on the table, and this one here is done. So symbolic of the new moon and solar eclipse. And then we have the Eight of Wands reversed. So you may be concerned about the direction that you're taking, that it might be the wrong one. But this is just a concern or a fear that you're going in the wrong direction. That does not mean that that is the case. So, you know, it's a healthy fear for the most part. And direct action, so maybe you're afraid of doing something. You're afraid of initiating something. You're afraid of completing something. This could also speak to self-sabotage on that level. With communications, getting through to people. And then we have this. Look at this. Wow. So going from the star reverse to the star upright. This is phenomenal. Like, I'm just loving this energy right now, Virgos. How grounded and, you know, in tune we are with cycles that are happening as we speak. So with that, like, this is like one of those, you know, must reads till the very end. And I'm really glad for the folks who stick through this. Thank you so much. If it resonates, please do hit that like and subscribe button, or subscribe for the next reads. Let's just pull one last message from the Spiritual AF deck. Ooh, think before you give a fuck. That's pretty powerful. So ask yourself this: what if that thing that's bothering you, worrying you, or haunting you didn't matter? So what if it didn't matter? If it didn't matter, would you be happier, kinder, more productive? If it didn't matter, would you sleep better? I'm guessing this is related to, you know, whether or not what people think matters to you, right? So more productive. If it didn't matter, would you sleep better? Would you let yourself enjoy an ice cream cone or whatever else your heart desires? If so, then don't give that fuck. If not giving a fuck means going against one of your core values, then go ahead, give that fuck. You're not supposed to never give a fuck. The point is to give them where it matters, to balance your fucks. If fucks were money, would you drop that much money here? Take care and spend your fucks wisely. I love how powerful and yet vulgar at the same time this deck is. So, you know, think twice before you give a fuck what other people think, Virgo. Really, truly. So with that, take care, and we'll see you again for the next phase in the